Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. You have stumbled upon the stuff that I like section of my YouTube channel where I review, discuss, and otherwise think about stuff that I like. It's a wide-ranging topic, and today we are discussing the House of LH personal travel wallet / organizer / mobile office EDC carrier, for those of you who know what that means, and otherwise all around executive folio / mini kind of personal bag carry-all. This was purchased from Etsy. It was about $60 American. I think it's from Europe, so it's there's a little conversion there, but it's all genuine leather. Before we get into it, I am going to do a quick measurement. The folio is about 9.5 by about 7, a little more than 7. And yeah, it's in a charcoal. It comes in a number of colors. The color I actually wanted was sold out, but I had looked for something like this for quite a long time. And so I decided to purchase this color because I wasn't that concerned with the color. Why I wanted this is I've been looking for a long time for an EDC carrier, a folio, something that could maybe replace a shoulder bag for a man, something that I could take to meetings as well as have around the house and other places for just for convenience. And I like the leather, so we'll flip it over for you. This is the back. It's all one color. You see I have a normal to smaller size hand, so that's about the size of it. This is a small front pocket in here. It gets a little tight when you fill up the folio, but it's good for boarding pass or passport or something like that if you actually are using this as a travel device or travel wallet. So let's open it up, and I'll do this with one hand since I'm holding the camera with the other, so excuse that. And we'll do that. Now let's get into it. So let me start off by saying this. I looked around on the internet for a number of weeks, probably months, looking for something like this. One of the ones that I found that I was in love with is a leather-bound folio similar to this called a mod by a company called This Is Ground. If you Google This Is Ground mod, you will see that piece of that accessory, if you would, sells for about $300, including some extra bells and whistles, and it has a few things that I really like, a couple things that I don't necessarily care about. But this, as I said before, was $60, and the bones are very similar to the mod. I think the mod is probably has a little bit of a better aesthetic. And the one thing that I think the mod has, without having seen one in person, I'm not sure, is I think the leather, I think it's built to withstand a little more thickness. This thing is not built to withstand a huge thickness. As you know, with a lot of bags or wallets, once you start filling them up, they can take completely different shapes than what you assume they would take or what they look like in a picture. So having said that, this was kind of my budget solution for that. So let's go through it. First thing here is the little buttoned holster for, obviously I have my earbuds in there. You could put a number of things in here. You could put now the button won't, I'm clicking on my line there. You could put your charger. You could put a little portable, micro cord for a backup battery, whatever you need to put in there. And I guess I won't button that right now because, oh, there it goes. I was probably splitting half my cord, but that's okay. So I like to use it for headphones because I carry headphones every day. This pocket is made for a cell phone. It won't fit a 6 Plus or a 7 Plus iPhone or a big Android. And I like to keep my phone in my pocket anyway. So what I have here is 2 rows of business cards. So double up on the business cards, and I have a little pocket knife here just for little odds and ends. But this pocket works nicely. I mean, it could be used, you could put a number of things in here. I'm still playing with this. I've had it for 2 or 3 weeks. So I'm still looking for different things that I can put in there, but right now that's what I have. This little pin loop here in the middle is very nice. I have this locally made wood grain kind of bullet action pin here that I am very happy with. I got it at a little festival here in the greater Cincinnati area, and it has held up beautifully. Okay, continuing down this side, we have a little bit of a zipper pocket. This pocket is pretty good size, honestly. I mean, you can see, if I can get the camera around, I'm not a professional cameraman, but you can see it has a pretty good storage capacity. I have a, believe it or not, a protractor thing here because I was doing some bullet journaling, which I may do a video on at some point, a men's bullet journal. That would be the back of my checkbook, a couple little name badges, you know, a few other things in there. I also have, I believe, a little short charger cord for my backup battery, so just a little USB to micro for my battery, and that comes in very handy. So that pocket's nice for some things that you might want to conceal away. Again, you know, with anything like this, you're going to want to be aware of the thickness of the things that you're storing in this, as opposed to a bag or your desk or whatever you're doing. So this is a regular, I guess it's called a large or medium size, I think, moleskin notebook. It's the standard size that you see more than anything else. You'll see a little bit of bullet journal in there, which I'm a beginner bullet journaler, but that has been something that I've been trying to do to stay more productive. So that is what that is, and so this will hold. This is, I believe she calls this her medium size on the House of LH website on Etsy. So it will hold an iPad mini, and let me slide this out of here. An iPad mini or similar size tablet. You know, as I told you, it's 9.5 by 7, so it won't hold a 10-inch tablet, but it'll hold just about anything other than that. You can see this orange kind of two-tone look here, which is really nice. It's a darker color, and I've had this for a couple weeks, and it's really, you know, the stitching is held up well. I got a little bit of a buckle here, probably because I have this little multi-tool card in here. That's a little bit thicker, but you know, as I said, that's a little trade-off, and I suspect over time that will kind of lay down, you know, as leather does. So anywho, this is the back side of the folio. It has 1, 2, 3, 4 card slots. I have another small notebook here in this slot, which is passport size, I guess you would say. I also bought a small, or a thin, I should say, backup battery from Alki that I had in here, and I just moved it out and put it on my pocket of my bag because it was bulging quite a bit here. So if you wanted to put a backup battery there, you can. I'm a little OCD on trying to flatten it out, so I pulled it out, but I may end up putting it back in at some point. So that's that. You can see the card slots. You know, when you get this, the card slots are pretty tight, but I had noticed them loosening up over time. Slide the moleskin back in, and there you have it. So yeah, this is and again, you see how I do my headphones here. I don't know if you can see that, but I try to keep my headphones to where they don't press up against the back of the book, but kind of hang over here. So when you zip it, you're not going to have a huge bulge in that. So that is a quick review of the House of LH medium-sized travel wallet / folio / executive kind of carry-all EDC tool. I really like this thing. I would recommend it. As I said, stitching. I've pushed this thing quite a bit so far. Stitching is great. There's one little imperfection there, but for the most part, the stitching's really good. The zipper has been really good. I have not had any snags, not a one snag with the zipper. I don't believe it's YKK, but it is very good, and you see there's a little mesh here all the way around on both sides that do give a little bit of room for expansion. If nothing else, I kind of wish this would, as I said, fatten out a little bit more. That would have been great. But other than that, I think it's good. Any comments or questions, please post them below, and thanks for watching.